conservatorships and when it's being used the right way, when it's being used the wrong way. Joining us live, trial attorney from King Law Firm, Rachel King, to talk to us more about the new laws that are in place and to dive into the conservatorship issue a little bit more. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
So this was, everyone's known about conservatorships, but I really think it was brought into light the past couple years with Britney Spears, and then yet again here in the past few weeks with the whole Michael Orr situation. Talk to us a little bit about what a conservatorship is first, and then we'll get into some of the laws.
A conservatorship is basically an adult guardianship. In fact, in many states, they are called guardianships, but in California, we call them conservatorships. And it's when somebody turns 18 and they're a legal adult, but they're not able to make the everyday decisions that they would normally need to, or that we would expect of an adult. So you can step in and you can essentially take control of somebody's entire life and through the court system, and that's by getting a conservatorship.
Would it be because of mental health issues, or what are some of the reasons why?
Well, the most common is cognitive impairment.
Okay.
Think dementia, Alzheimer's, things like that. But we also have mental health concerns that cause the need for conservatorships. We have disabilities that cause the need for conservatorships. So there's a wide variety of times when an adult may need a conservatorship. It could be a child that, again, has Down syndrome or something, and they turn 18 and now they need somebody to continue to take care of them. An elderly person could have dementia and need somebody. Britney Spears and Michael Orr were very unique situations, but not uncommon.
Can you go through each of them briefly and then what the differences were between them?
Sure. So Britney Spears she was put in a conservatorship because of the allegations that she couldn't care for herself, right? Maybe we all remember that she had a bit of a meltdown, breakdown, right?
Sure.
We saw it through the news, so who knows what actually happens. But in that case, she wasn't able to take care of herself, so her dad went in and got conservatorship of the person and the estate, which allows control over her everyday decisions, but also all of her money. Michael Orr, a bit different, and arguably maybe shouldn't have even been put in place, is that he had no impairments. There was really nothing saying that he couldn't make his own decisions, but that he wanted somebody to continue to make his decisions. Okay. And so that's how the conservatorship was implemented. Since Britney, there's been huge changes to legislation in California.
Please dive into that, because here specifically in California, they've been addressing this. Yeah. What changes have happened that stick out to you?
So there's really three big ones. The first is that now, in the post-Britney movement, I call it, legislation has been signed by Governor Newsom that requires written notice of rights to the conservatee. The conservatee would be like Britney or Michael. And if they request a termination hearing, the court must give it to them. This is unique because in the past, somebody that was a conservatee was deemed to lack capacity, so they really wouldn't be able to decide whether termination was appropriate. Okay. Now, if they request a termination hearing, the court must give them one. Second, the court is required to look at what they are capable of. Britney, through her entire conservatorship, did a Vegas residency. She did the circus tour.
Right.
Michael,
she came back.
You're right. Yeah. Michael has a successful NFL career.
Yeah.
So really, the court must consider their capabilities as they're granting the conservatorship. And then lastly, we have a real push for supported decision making, which is putting in place a plan so that an adult with disabilities can make decisions that they're capable of making with the help of a support system.
Interesting. So if you're thinking about conservatorship, or you've heard about it and you've got some questions, there's a lot of moving parts to this. We can get in touch with King Law Firm if you've got some
Absolutely. I'm at the Lawyer King online, and King Law Firm Attorneys at Law Incorporated.
Awesome. And what's one more time, the website is?
www.thelawyerking.com.
Awesome. Thanks for hashing some of that out. I know it's a very complex issue, come to light frequently with this football player, Michael Orr, and of course Britney Spears. It's top of mind of a lot of people, and if they're going to be going after it, I think they probably need to get in touch with a professional.
I agree, and we should really be grateful that Britney and Michael were willing to share their stories to bring it to light.
Yeah, thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Stay with us. We're taking a quick break.